How do you know if a man is interested in you? All right. So look, I'm going to give you 5 keys to knowing if a man finds you attractive. Okay, ladies, look, I'm going to start from the beginning. I'm going to start from scratch as if you don't know anything about men. Okay, here you go. Number 1, if a man finds you attractive, the first thing he'll do is look at you. Now, I know that seems obvious, right? But it's the obvious things that we miss. If a man is not paying you any attention, he's not interested in you. If he's not looking at you, if he's not checking you out. Now, I know this thing, all of this stuff can go either way, can always go off the rails, but I'm talking about the very basics, right? Men are attracted to what they desire through their eyes. They often say that men fall in love with their eyes and women fall in love with their ears. Okay. So men, if a man is attracted to you, let's say he sees you from across the room at the gym, right? And I've heard this a few times. Guy, he's in the gym and he's checking you out, right? You see him, you notice he's checking you out and you're checking him out. Okay. If you want him to approach you, right, you look back at him. You don't look at the floor and you don't try and ignore his gaze and all of that sort of thing. And these are things that you might do, without even thinking, without even knowing that you're doing this. You may be turning off a guy's interest that might be a good match for you. Okay. So if you are interested, you see the guy checking you out, right? You look back at him and hold your gaze. Okay. And you hold your gaze and do the next thing that you need to do besides look at him is to smile. Listen, there's nothing more beautiful than a smile. There's nothing more engaging than a smile. There's nothing that gets a guy's attention more than you smiling back at him. It says, boom, she's interested. That's a sign. And what you don't know is that men are always looking for the sign. And for men, let me just tell you guys, you ladies out there, men need a big flag. Like sometimes we need an obvious sign. Why? Because in the back of our minds, sometimes we're thinking, oh, maybe she has a boyfriend. Maybe she's not interested. Maybe I'm not handsome enough. Maybe I don't have enough money. Maybe I don't have the right job. Oh, she's got a man already. Like all of these things are going on in the back of his head while you are like kind of looking at the ground or whatever, trying to ignore his gaze. Okay. But if you let him know with your smile that you are interested in him, he is more likely to come and engage you. I'm telling you, I have this all the time. I do these sessions and the women will say, but no men ever come up to me. Men never approach me. And I'm telling you, there's a good reason for it. You may be turning off his signs of attraction unwittingly. You don't even know that you're doing it, but you're telling him you're not interested with your body language. Okay, so here's the second key to knowing if a guy is attracted to you. He will actually come over to you and hold a conversation. Now, I'm going to give you guys a couple of secrets and a couple of just little nuggets, right, that you probably don't know. Most men they feel a little bit of apprehension and have this fear of being turned down. Okay? There's 2 reasons guys don't approach you. Right? One, they have that fear of being turned down and feeling, a little self-esteem. They don't want to have their ego crushed. Having ego is the most masculine thing that we hold on to. Okay. So we don't want it to be crushed. Right. So, not knowing if it's okay to engage. And the second thing is men don't approach you because they don't know what to say. I'm telling you, beyond, and to you, ladies, you're like, what do you mean? He doesn't know what to say. Just say hi. Okay. What do you say after that? You know, and for a lot of men, they're not used to engaging. And you got to think of it. We've been taught our whole lives, don't talk to strangers. Okay. So, but now we know as adults, anything you want in this life, you're going to have to talk to a stranger to get it. So men are often sometimes like unsure of how to carry about the conversation. So if when he comes over and say, hi, how are you today? You say, fine, good, good. I see you over there on your weights. You getting it in today. And that kind of gets the conversation going. You may have to jump in after hi for some men, right? Now, I'm not saying like don't clobber him with your conversation, but you may have to engage him to get him to engage you. Here's number 3. The third way that you know that a man likes you is he's going to ask you for a way to communicate with you. Now, some people don't really care for, telephone calls. Some people don't care for texts. Everybody has their different kinds of ways. Some people like to do Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, all kinds of things, right? But he will approach you, and if he asks you for a way to continue the conversation, to keep it going, then he's attracted to you. Now, here's how you really know. He'll call you. Okay? If he says, I'm going to call you, and he doesn't call you, he really wasn't that interested. Now, I know all of this is probably basic to some of you, but I'm telling you, I'm sure there's somebody who's going to hear this who never really thought about it this way. That's why I'm here. Okay, look, if he doesn't call you, he may be still a little bit shy and doesn't know how to approach. So if you're interested, you know what you could do? Text him and say, hey, I was thinking about you and I just wanted to check on you to see how your day's going, right? That lets him know that you are actually interested and that you want to connect further. The 5th way that you know that a man is interested in you is he'll want to set up a time for you guys to meet. If he's not interested, he'll just kind of like, maybe not even set anything up, not want to meet you. If a guy, listen, let me tell you something, ladies. If a man really wants you, he's going to want to see you as soon as possible. If he really likes you, he wants to see you. Even if he's busy, often he'll find a way. If a man really wants you, he's going to call you. He's going to want to set up something. He is going to want to meet you as soon as possible. If a man does not want to meet you, he does not want to spend time with you. He doesn't know, like, even if you don't live in the same city, right? If you're coming to his city, he should be wanting to be with you, to meet you, to see you, to at least have a coffee or a drink, and then be able to assess where it will go from there. But if he doesn't want to set up something, if he doesn't say he wants to meet you, he wants to see you, he wants to spend actual time relaxing and talking, I don't care if it's just walking through the park feeding the ducks, he needs to want to be with you. If you don't get that feeling, if you don't get that sign, you don't do the pushing, you let him do the pursuing. And if he's not there, guess what? It's just not there. And it's time for you to let it go. All right, thank you guys for watching. I want every one of you right now to hit that subscribe button. I've got some hot, juicy facts, some secrets, some thoughts that are coming through. And the only way you can get it is to hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell so you don't miss anything. More to come, more to come. Let's go.